should be those of us who want to continue going. If we have a good life and we want to continue it, why stop at age 80? Why stop at age 90? Why stop at 100? Why stop at maybe even 200 years? If you want to keep that going, keep the good times rolling.
Well, yeah, no, of course. I'm sure people that are alive on the day, it's speculated that there's at least one person who discovered the immortality in the period of time of their life. And the guy has gone through several different things, right? And I think he was like first spotted in like 1600 something like that. He was already 300 years old. He know the bureaucracy and stuff. The higher society, he would what's it called? He would basically adapt to that, showing like all sorts of crazy shit, all these skills that he like acquired over the 100 years of his life. And then when he got this mission problem, he would just think to do it all over again.
That's kind of fun. That's kind of crazy. Just one moment. Yo, dog, can you please tell me about somebody who was around the year 1600 who would go to the leaders and tell them basically that he was already like 300 years old and had all this information and was able to wow them, and then eventually he would just dip out? What is this dude's name?
I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, that's right. The Thomas Johnson. Yeah, great job, dude. Dude, Dr. Dodd is on the phone, man. Yeah, that's right. Yes, you do. Excellent. Well, speaking of knowing, did you know who Joe Rogan is?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if podcast in the world. Essentially, you've heard about these drones on the east coast of the United States recently,
Yeah,
whatever they are.
it's either it's one of the things, either aircraft, UFO, or the some kind of drone that it's been speculated on for years ago that there might be a backpack with here.
Yeah, they actually did address this on the episode of the Joe Rogan Experience. This just happened within the last 24 hours. So they talk about those things, and really at this point, we still don't know what they are.
Yeah, I mean, my background is experimental aircraft. We didn't know about back for 40 years, right?
Right? But then they would show up on radar. These things don't show up on radar. They don't have, like, they're not showing up with heat. Um, they have some kind of way that they're being prevented from their heat. Uh, what it means. Yo, dog, what is the word for when you see like a drone on camera, an infrared camera? It's a heat something. Heat. What is it?
Oh, heat signature.
Like heat signature. Thank you so much. It's exactly. Dr. Downtown. Absolutely. And for these non-traditional heat signatures, and they're flying in restricted airspace, like over airports that we shut down airports because of this, and military bases on high alert. So it's quite interesting what's happening.
It's happening everywhere.
Right? But then they say that, well, then they, okay, so if it were another country, I mean, aside from this Chinese balloon that happened, whatever, it could be real or whatever, I've never known of anything to be allowed to just fly over American airspace, and especially to cause any issues with American airspace like these have. And but at least the Department of Defense or the Pentagon and the current administration are saying that these are not human, that they're unmanned, that they are not from another country, and that they are not cause any kind of panic. Which I don't know, but they don't know what they are. They said, well, how do you know all that if you don't know what they are?
Yeah, exactly. If it is, if they can reach like it's not a new like ever that we know of. So
Okay, hold on. That's arguable. Um, at least if you look for Roswell crash and other downed aircraft, they have had allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not, but non-biological entities. Or I shouldn't say non-biological. Extraterrestrial biological entities. Yeah, I'll show them. You want to see it?
I'll take to see that actually. That's fun.
Absolutely. So,
I mean, it'd be interesting to see some of those crowds. I mean, if it is alien stuff, they have like shit like other.
yeah. So let me show you. I'll show you one of those crash discs from up close. Um, so if you wonder, okay, where is this? It's in a documentary, a famous documentary. I call it. It's called the Top Secret KGB UFO Test. Basically, after the Soviet Union fell in the early '90s, there was footage that they had, and also like um, other classified documents from the KGB that were leaked. And um, so I don't know if you know who Roger Moore was. He was a Bond actor. He played James Bond, and he is the narrator of this. And what you see is just one moment. I'm going to pull it up on that screen. I have it on my phone as well, but then I don't have to hold it. It'd be easier for you to see. Just for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So at least this footage, you only see the outside of it, not the inside. I'd love to see the inside as well.
The Soviet Union was very interested. Yeah. Here we come to the point the countries like the big gathering information about the Earth. Nuclear physicists stand on free. There's no question that military and intelligence groups see the collection, whether it's in Brazil, Australia, or in England. So the KGB has collected information. I've talked to people who've gone to the Soviet Union who have obtained some of that information. I have met Soviet cosmonauts and other researchers over there. There's no question they're interested. And again, the republics which used to constitute the Soviet Union cover a huge area. They too were monitoring the skies because they were afraid the United States was going to bomb them. So when you monitor the skies, you pick up the electronics, no question about it.
During the Communist War, there was no official admission of Soviet interest in extraterrestrial activity. It has been only recently this fact has been confirmed. The former secretary of the Commission on Anomalous Phenomena, Alexander Petruka, confirmed that an official state-controlled body did exist.
Потому это когда все различители, война началась, планомерный сбор информации.
During the Soviet Union, he started to regularly collect information from the public and received more than 15,000 reports. The thing is that the commission was an official public organization. It had an official. Today, the mindset in Russia is far different from what it was during the Communist War.
On the communism, and we were told that UFOs didn't exist. But just the fact that they were told they didn't exist made people believe that they did exist because the government was also denying. They were saying there was no crime in Russia, and accidents didn't happen. You know, I mean, that everything was censored and given this wrongly picture, which of course people knew better.
A small house on a side street near the Academy of Medical Sciences. A British and American spies met with informants throughout the situation and learned one of the most bizarre facts in the world of intelligence. Even my involvement for a period for at least 6 years sort of counterintelligence outfit displays that knowledge of the Western nations impossible for their interested in knowledge. Some new weapons and propulsion systems were being developed, and the CIA was using any means to different propulsions that anyone involved could develop. There was a much over a year and a half of a field agency like the we routinely degree too much importance to work for the Ministry of Defense. We would change our policy with information from new military technology. Some of this technology is definitely related to UFOs. One way we will come down to attaching curve is to keep false information without relating to American and British veterans. Well, we knew soldiers were under something like a try to get a signal that they were hiding. It was an indication that they had discovered something in their surveillance, that they were keeping it very secret. Senior research scientist Dr. Richard F. Haynes believes the Soviets had good reason to be interested in UFOs.
It's my understanding that the Soviet military has had a continuing interest in UFO phenomena for very, very many years. And the reason being is that their air traffic controllers, their radar sites, their military pilots had been reporting things just as ours had, and they had no explanation for it. And so the first possible explanation would be that it's a foreign nation or espionage or something like that of a military nature. And if you're in the military yourself, then you take that very seriously and you explore it.
This film certainly seems to be interest by Russian local personnel in the object to be seen sticking out of the ground. Soldiers, officers, and civilian level agents are deployed around the site, and they appear to be both guarding and defending the object. This is what we found in one of the 4 ruins of Turn in Russia. After viewing the footage, we were able to determine that it was miscommunication with 2 separate cameras. One apparently an L camera, which starts out with a tripod, and the second seemed to be on a tripod. As the soldiers marched past, you can see the camera and turn to the troops. Here we cut to the other end, the point of view from the tripod. And here you see the hand camera as the truck pulls up. Both cameras change vantage point several times, as if to get better views or perhaps under holding security. From this angle, you see the
Wait,
although the neon in
the footage we're looking at is from the 1960s. The documentary, 1960s, yeah. So they have verified that all of the uniforms of all of the soldiers are all accurate. So basically something in the 1960s. But this documentary was made in the late 90s.
I'm going to show you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think they have those kind of cameras as well. Going back to World War II.
Yeah, but they were big and old.
And what you'll see, they'll show from the footage, from the view we're seeing right now, they'll show it's on a tripod. So you'll be able to see this. I understand. You'll be able to see this camera on a tripod. So just remember.
It describes the snow. This is really touching to set it up a bit. What should this like? In the spring of 1969, a collective farmer found some strange remains in the forest not far from the lake. He said she had broken and reported that to the local security authorities, who in their turn asked the neighboring military division of Air Defense to PVO to provide assistance to the investigation. On March 1969, 2 KGB officers examined the discovery site and sealed the door. Знаете, в дальнейшем события приняли более такой штатный характер. По поводу КГБ были привлечены на KGB request So the army, when it went forward to the discovery site, it was in fact the fortune shattered the ceiling. Realizing after close examination of the place, they found some wreckage debris of a disc-shaped object species, partially sunk into the ground. Поначалу органы безопасности предполагали first the KGB thought that it between американскому разведывательному самолету usually came from an American spying plane or a Soviet spaceship.
George Fowler, a retired Air Force intelligence officer in the station of Bangkok, is not surprised that Russians were so interested in this object.
We found that the Soviets were paying to get information on UFOs as opposed to the national aircraft. They were, in a way, more interested in UFOs than some of our latest records.
And here you see that there is probably a head fated the occasion, directing the camera and pointing his camera toward the disc. A total of almost 1,200 feet negative were recovered just on this crash site. It is possible that more film was shot, but this was all that we were able to obtain. None of this film depicts the removal of the disc itself, and at no point do we see inside the disc. From this angle, we do see the handheld camera shooting behind or inside the disc. However, that footage, if it was, in fact, of a shot, was not included in the kinds of film we acquired. We can only speculate it may still be at large. We must speculate on how the object ended up there. Based on information from Asia in the book and what we can see in this footage, we have created this computer animated version of how researchers believe the crash may have occurred. The questions then become, where did this object come from and how did it come to crash here? And more important, what has happened to it since?
What would change for a lot
Okay,
of
so that's a crash. Now, if you want to see an alien, I'll show you an alien. This one's, let me just give you the background on it. I'll have AI done this. But basically, so it's known as skin